Fantastic Monday, everybody. It's Leo here. I'm very, very excited to bring to you the message of the week in this presentation. And welcome once again to the weekly Power Up and Market Update. It's the 21st of December. I'm back at home. Just came back from an amazing trip. I can't wait to share with you guys what I just did this weekend. But please, please, please listen to what I'm going to tell you today. It's going to be super powerful and essential to your life and your business. And before I even get into my intention of the meeting and everything else, I just want to say thank you. I want to acknowledge you for being on this conversation and listening to this conversation and for doing everything you've done this year that nobody can see. I just want to acknowledge you for your courage, for your power, for your intentions, for all the hard work that you're putting in that nobody could see. So thank you for being you. Thank you for showing up every single day. And it's only the beginning. All right. So the intention of this meeting is to empower you to be inspired and resourceful to be the greatest benefit to everyone. Right. That's my intention with everything that I do, because actually, before I even get to that, intention is very, very powerful, guys. When you say intention, it's like if you're dropping, like if you had a cup of water and you're dropping like a little drop of like positivity, a drop of miracles, a drop of magic, a drop of whatever it is. But when you set an intention, it's like if you're dropping those intentions into your environment, into your being, into whatever you're doing. So I just highly encourage you to be intentional. And really, before you pick up the phone, really get clear about what is the intention that you want to have on the other side, right? If it's a conversation about opening up a transaction, or you're delivering some news, or you're getting a call and you're caught off guard, make sure you take a pause, take a second, collect your thoughts and say, you know what, what's my intention in this conversation? Get clear about that. Once you do that, then go ahead and dive in deep into the call and the conversation, the meeting, whatever it is, but make sure you create an intention, right? So the conversation that I created for you today is, how do you stay empowered every day, right? Because that is a big deal, right? It's like how do you do it every day? Like, what is it? Like, there's so many moving pieces with life. There's so many things that are continuously happening, and there's so much uncertainty with the world right now. There's an uncertainty for the world. This is what I want you to think about, though. Uncertainty is something that is a constant. Uncertainty is the only guarantee that we got. Change is the only thing that we got. So what I want to encourage you to think about is that if you want to be successful in life with anything you do, you really got to get real comfortable with change and uncertainty, because that's the only guarantee you got. Everything outside of that, it's not a guarantee, right? Will you be successful? Will you make a lot of money? Will you do all the deals you want to do? Will you be an impact? Will your life be, something meaningful? Who knows? I don't know that. You don't know that. Nobody knows that. But what is for sure is that it's changing every single day. That's a good thing. I think it's a good thing that we have the opportunity to change and create every single day. That's one of the things that we as human beings have as a superpower, because we get to choose what we want to create every single day, right? Last week, I spoke about bring your future self into the now, right? Last week, I spoke about, being grateful for the small things in your life. Well, that's very, very true. But I want you to think about that it's a constant change, right? If you want changes in your life, though, you got to show up to whatever it is you create for yourself continuously up until it manifests into your reality. But I want to share also with you something I did this weekend. I just went and I had an opportunity to go to Ensenada with a couple of my colleagues. And it was incredible because we had a lot of amazing people out there. We posted that we're going to make this trip out to Ensenada because we wanted to, our intention was to make an impact and to basically be like Santa Claus and deliver all these toys and actually clothing and just stuff that is essential for all the people that we built homes for in the past, for the orphanages and all the kids out there. And I don't know if you know this or not, but for the last 3 years, I've been part of an organization called Prosperity Homes. And what we do is that we go out there, at least every other month, and we build a house for a family. We take somebody that's literally homeless, sleeping on dirt floors, and we put them in a home within 3 days. And that's with a group of about 25, 30 people. And these are people that have no experience, no background in construction, literally like, hey, this is the first time I've ever picked up a hammer. And in 3 days, we got it home because we got a blueprint and we got an intention that we're going to get it done. So why I'm sharing with you this is that, this year, because of COVID, we had an opportunity to do a little bit less. So we did about 5 or 6 builds this year. Last year, we did about 8 builds. But the intention is that this next year, we do a lot more. We want to do at least once a month. We just had an opportunity again to go visit these beautiful families over the weekend, and we collected a bunch of socks and underwear and things that we take for granted for sure here. We took it out there, and people, man, you should have seen their smiles. You should have seen how grateful they were. You should have seen like how awesome it was. Like we even had an opportunity at one of the orphanages. I was watching the kids like play with a piñata and picking up the candy, and it was just the funnest thing to see them laugh and to see them run around and to see them smile. And it was just a beautiful thing that happened, right? And why I'm sharing with you this is like, you don't got to go do that. You don't have to go and build a house or go, in Christmas to go give gifts. But whatever it is that your heart tells you to do, go ahead and do something. Do something that resonates with your heart, because I want to tell you that God put you on this planet with a specific purpose, and your real big mission beyond succeeding and doing everything you want to do is really identifying why God put you here on this planet. Why did he put you here? You're just here to like basically navigate and make some money and pay some taxes, buy a house, get married, have kids, retire, travel, and then die? Is that it? Really? Like, is that why God put you on this planet? I don't think so. I really don't, right? And I don't know that either, right? I don't know if that's the reality of why we're here or not. But what I do know is that, at least for me, I've been on a search to identify, what that is. And it doesn't have to be an answer, but just follow your intuition, follow your calling, follow what your heart is telling you, because your heart's always giving you advice. It's always telling you what to do and inspiring. When you feel inspired, it's your heart that's pulling you to go in that inspired direction. It's not from the mind. The mind is only interested in, surviving. That really is all of the intention. I want to be comfortable, and I don't want to have pain, and I want to have as much pleasure. That's the brain's motivation, right? Your heart's motivation is to pull you and inspire you in the direction of the collective, because it's really connected. Like when you really understand the mechanics of this world, you understand that we're all connected. So I think that the way that we're all connected is through the heart, right? And from my heart, as soon as I did the first build, 3 years ago, it changed my life, changed my perspective. And last week I talked about this, if you got running water, if you got a shower, if you got a toilet, that's a lot to be grateful for, right? I said that last week. And it's true. Like I was out there this weekend, and these kids, most of them don't have a toilet, don't have a shower head. They don't have, running water like we do. They got, some of the ones that we've helped them to build, they got roofs over their head at least now, but they don't got food every day. They got to go work on the fields like at 8, 9 years old, right? And that's the reality for them. What I want you to really understand is how great you got it, how awesome you got it, and really get present to all the things that you could truly be grateful for. Because how do you stay empowered every day? It's by getting yourself connected to gratitude, being grateful for what you got in the moment, in the now. Because if you got, the ability to see this message and listen to this message and be alive and have food in your stomach, you got a lot to be grateful for. You really do, right? And I encourage you to put yourself in situations so you can have some perspective and you can see and do something about it, right? I'm not just saying go and send money out there. Oh yeah, I'm going to go put all this money on the side, or I'm going to wait until I'm this rich and then I'm going to give it all away. No, do it right now, because abundance likes abundance. And if you act abundant right now, then guess what? Abundance will come right back to you, right? And I'm not saying that you should do what I'm doing. I'm saying do whatever your heart is telling you to do, because that's going to lead you to be empowered every single day, right? How do you find the joy in the juice? The uncertainty of the world. There's a consistent uncertainty. There's a lot of things that are moving right now. The thing that keeps me going is that I know that there's kids out there, there's families out there that need my help. That I know that I could do more to impact more, right? And we're thinking even bigger. How can we build communities? How can we break the cycles of poverty? Not just building a house, but going past that. How can we really, get that to the next level? So there's a lot of things, right? And I think that's what it is. It's like, you got to be really connected to what your mission is and what pulls your heart. Because if you're just following the narrative of every single day, just waking up and you really don't know why you're here, then you're wasting your time. You're wasting your life, in my opinion, right? And if you're happy, congratulations. The one thing that I really want you to do, regardless of what you do, regardless if you take any advice, be happy every single day. Be happy with yourself. Because the one thing, if you can go to sleep at night, when you rest your head on that pillow at night, and you can feel comfortable and confident and grateful, and you're happy, man, my praise to you. Like, congratulations. And the other thing is, like, how do you stay empowered every day? Well, you gotta take care of your physical body, right? Where do you live every day? In your body. You live in this body every single day. This is your vehicle that carries you around, and it doesn't matter how much money you want to make and how much business you want to do if your body and your vehicle is falling apart. Don't wait until it's too late for you to say, oh, I got to watch my diet now. I got to drink more water. I got to be more alkaline. I should have a little bit more organic. I should cut out these foods. I should go out and work out. Really? Don't wait until that happens. Do it right now. Because the probable, almost certain future, if you don't take care of your health, you can really assure yourself that you're probably not going to be in a good position. And like, this is the thing. We don't know when we're going to die. I don't know when I'm going to die, but I know for a fact that I want to die whenever, God decides. And I don't know when that's going to be, but I don't want to impact that or speed that process up because of my habits, because of what I'm doing every day. Right. And for me, I've identified a diet for me that really works. So I'm following that regimen. Right. And I'm not saying that, my diet is the best diet. Whatever your body is telling you to do, that's the really beautiful thing about human beings, is that we have the opportunity to decide. Sorry about that. We have the opportunity to decide what is good for us, because we can see, hey, when I eat these foods, I feel like this. When I eat this, I feel like this. When I do this, I feel like this. Assess for yourself. I think one of the things that I see as an emerging type of leadership, an emerging type of conversation, is more about empowerment for yourself, right? I think that humanity for a long time has been depending on what other people are telling them what to do, and like, oh yeah, that's the truth, that's the truth, that's the truth, that's the truth. We depend on the political system, on the religious systems, whatever the systems are out there that we've been born into. We're following these systems and these protocols and procedures, but we never really question it or really own it. And I want you to own it. Anything that I say, I want you to question it, and I want you to research it, and I want you to think with your own mind and really do your own work and really see, what is what was Leo saying? Is that true for me? Because I don't know that. You don't know that unless you try it. Don't accept anything blindly. Don't just say, I'm going to take that because of this. Everybody has their own agenda, and you have to have the agenda for yourself. Make sure that whatever you're doing every single day is serving the agenda of your grandest version of yourself, right? Because people will always make decisions on their agenda that serves themselves and their family's best interest, right? So I encourage you to make actions and take actions and do things that are going to get you closer every single day to your vision, your family's future, because I see so many people that are stopped by, I'm not going to do that because of this. I'm not going to do that because of this. I'm not going to do that because of this. Why? Because you're listening to other people. You're listening to other people that you quote unquote believe their opinions and believe what they're telling you to do. No, do your own research. Wake up to your own power. Your power is your awareness and your ability to make choices. And what choices are you going to make for yourself that are going to get you closer to your dreams every single day? If what you're doing is not getting you closer to your dreams, you're wasting your time, right? So how do you stay empowered every day? Again, gratitude is a huge way, and getting connected to your why. And getting connected to your why is a term that's thrown around a lot in the world. Like, oh yeah, get connected to your why, get connected to your why. But really go deeper than that, right? It's not just like thinking about it. Oh yeah, I'm doing this because of this. That's from here. Why are you doing it? Get connected to your heart. What is your heart telling you that you got to do every day? What pulls you out of bed? Because I know for sure that what I'm here to do is to speak to other people, empower other people, awaken other people. That's what pulls me out of bed. That's why I talk in front of this camera. I don't care how many people show up every single day. It could be one person or 1,000 or 1,000,000 people that show up to this conversation, but I'm going to continue to deliver what's in my heart every single day. So I encourage you to deliver what's in your heart. It doesn't need to look a specific way. It doesn't need to look like how I do it. It has to look exactly how you decide. So how you stay empowered is play the game that you want to play. Play the game that you author. Play the game of like, you know what, this is my narrative. This is my game plan. This is my vision, right? Play your own game. Because if you play your own game, you won't run out of gas. You will run out of gas though if you're playing somebody else's game, because eventually you'll be let down. You're like, oh my God, I poured my entire energy in this and this and that into this vision because I believe this and that, and then you fall into a trap of a victim. You know what? Because you gave your power away. That's why you gave your power away as soon as you put your destiny in the life in the hands of another person. Don't do that. Put your destiny in your own hands, in your own heart, in your own mind. Follow your own agenda. That's how you stay empowered. The moment that you give away your power to the government, the moment you give away your power to a religion, the moment you give away your power to an organization, the moment you give away your power to another person, no, own that thing for yourself. And by the way, I want you to know you can believe in whatever you want because that's your choice and your decision. Whatever moves your heart forward, that's what you should be doing. That's it. That's what I really want to inspire you. You want to be empowered? Then identify that you are sourcing everything. You're sourcing everything in the way that you think about it, right? Because again, the uncertainty for sure is going to give you left hooks and right hooks and uppercuts. But what's your perception? What are you going to make it mean about your life? Are you going to just say, you know what, this is it. I got hit and I got a left hit. I got an uppercut. I think I'm just going to tap out. Right? Maybe that's your perception. Maybe that's your perspective. That's what you can control. Or you can say, you know what? I got a left hook. I got a right hook. You know what? I got to go back to the gym and hit the gym harder. I got to lift some weights. I got to work on my legs. I got to work on my movement. I got to practice more. I got to be a greater version of myself. That's a person of responsibility, of full responsibility, right? Victim world or a world of empowerment. You choose it. Do you want to live in the world of a victim? You want to live a world of empowerment. This empowerment world takes a lot of responsibility and it's very confrontational. But it requires for you to be like all in on yourself and you taking full responsibility, which is very confronting because you're like, oh my God, my life is like this. You mean to tell me I'm responsible for this? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because if you make it mean like, oh no, this and this and this and my family, my upbringing, my environment, my government, my this, you gave your power away. I'm not interested in that game. And again, maybe you are. Whatever makes you feel the best, whatever makes you feel happy, go for it. Go all in. And that's what the other thing I'll say. You want to be empowered, go all in on whatever you want. It doesn't matter what it is. Choose it for yourself. Okay, cool. So that's basically what I got for you today in the conversation. Let me go ahead and zoom into my presentation screen. We have a holiday week, so it's a little bit shorter week this week because we got Christmas, right? It's the 21st today. And here you are. I just opened up my window. It's getting a little warm in here. So the weekly market update. What happened in 1 week in real estate? So I'm going to focus on the closings. So closings, we got 1,344 in LA. Average price is 982. 1.3 billion in volume in LA. San Bernardino, we got 562 sales. Average price is 443. 249 million in volume. So Orange County, we got 676 closings. Average price is $1,031,031. 697 million in volume, and 867 homes in Riverside. 557 $1,000 average price, and $483 million in volume. So San Diego, we got 551 closings, $849,000 average price, 551 million in volume. So these totals are actually from last week. I didn't update this. I'll be fully transparent. So, but again, 1.3 billion in LA, 249 in San Bernardino, 697 in Orange. Riverside, you got 483. So that's a lot of billion. That's over a couple $1 billion right there in sales on Christmas. 1 week before Christmas. So, is there business out there for you? Absolutely. Is the world changing? Absolutely. Is it uncertain? Absolutely. But are people still buying? Absolutely. So, how much of that business do you want? That's your decision. Expireds, we had 447 homeowners expire off market last week. That's a great opportunity for you to get in conversation with them because they need a professional like yourself to give them the right information, inspire them to move. Foreclosures. This week, we got 70 that are still scheduled for the month in Riverside, 61 that are still scheduled in San Bernardino, 312 that are scheduled in LA. Orange County, we got 61, and San Diego, we got 46. So I do these on a weekly basis, and by next week, by the end of the year, I'll have with you guys a report of what happened as far as like what actually sold. Because what I'm seeing in the foreclosures, the trend is that most of them get postponed because of the forbearances, because banks are working with people. But this is what we currently can see, and it doesn't mean that this is everything that's out there. There's a lot of people that are in trouble. So I just definitely encourage you to manage your finances, make sure you don't over leverage yourself, and be prepared for anything because for sure there is some changes coming. So, man, EXPI, if you're following our stock, I know that you're excited as I am because we're at $78.31 as of now. All right, so I did this I searched for the stock earlier this morning. So I'm just going to check it out and see if it hasn't changed here. So officially, we're at 78.78 right now. I just Googled it. So it already went up by like 50 more cents. Guys, $78.78, $78.31, whatever. It's on the screenshot. We're up by $9 from last week. Last week I did a presentation and it was up by $10. So that means if you would have invested 2 weeks ago, you would have been up 20 bucks each share of stock here at our company. That's massive. I don't know where it's going to go. I know it's just continuing to trend up. It continues to trend up. We're at over 41,000 agents nationwide. And we got 5,160 agents in California. California is blowing up. So if you are enrolled into the Agent Equity Program, congratulations. That means that you must be celebrating. And with your production, again, you're earning stock in the company. So make sure that you're getting your hands as much stock as possible. By the way, if you're not part of the company and you're listening to this presentation, you can go to like an account and get an account with like Robinhood or something like that. And you could purchase stock because our company is publicly traded. We're listed on the NASDAQ EXPI. So it doesn't matter who you are. You don't have to be in real estate. You can totally invest in our company. EXPI is a ticker. Cool. We just opened up in France. Bonjour, right? I think I'm saying the right language. Cool. So we just opened up in France. Again, another exciting thing. And we're going to open up an additional 10 countries next year, guys. It's really exciting. So if you know anybody in France that is, looking at real estate and has been in real estate, that maybe owns an office, owns an organization, if you know somebody in France, get in touch with me because this is an opportunity for you to expand your business out in France. Really exciting stuff. Interest rates hovering between 2.5, 3.5%, obviously depending on the programs, pretty much the same. Use my calendar, 949-799-4885. Text the word calendar and you can get on my calendar there. Cloud training. This is the training every single week. We got over 100 on a weekly basis. So make sure that you're taking at least 1 or 2 or 3 classes because training at EXP is never going to be an issue. We got over 100 trainings, and this is the key. We have practitioners, people that are doing the business, teaching you their strategies. You're not listening to theory or a coach that hasn't sold in 30, 40 years. You're listening to people every day, over 100 trainings a week,
of people that are doing business at a high level in today's market. Very powerful stuff. Use my link tree. I got a bunch of tools, resources, locations, training, and how-to videos. I mean, make sure you use this link. I update consistently. I update it every single week. Make sure you use it. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, short week. We have sales training from 10 to 12 Tuesday, Wednesday. Role play from 8:30 to 9:30 Tuesday, Wednesday. But we are off Thursday and Friday for Christmas. And I just want to wish you an amazing Christmas. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me so far. And next thing, what are you going to create this week? We're not done yet. What are you going to create this week? How many listings are you going to sign? How many open escrows are you going to have this week? How many closings and how many agents are you going to attract into the company? Make sure you have a specific number. And who I am is the possibility of being compassionate and loving. Those are my words that I chose for the week that resonate with my heart. And choose 2 words, 3 words that resonate with you. How do you want to be? Do you want to be energetic? Do you want to be loving? Do you want to be excited? Whatever it is, choose something. Your focus today, like every day, like every single week, success leaves clues, and success is a repeated act over time. Success is not a one-time event. Create your day, follow your plan, keep yourself empowered. Again, we talked about that. Have integrity. Do at least 50 dials. Follow up. Do 2 or more social media posts. Be empathetic. Exercise. Meditate. Do all these things, guys. Like, look, you literally have a blueprint right here for success. If you're missing this every single week, and the reason why I have this slide exactly the same every single week is because success is like that. It's not going to be like, oh my God, I need to do something different. No, you need to do the same thing over a period of time until you achieve what you want. That's the secret, no matter what. And that's the thing. That's the additional little component, no matter what, right? Oh, the market changes, the interest rates change, no matter what. Oh, the market's slowing down, no matter what. Oh, there's no open houses or door knocking we can do, no matter what. Business is always going to be done. Success is always an option. But is it an option for you? You got to work for it. So last slide. Thank you for your time. Let's create an extraordinary week, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will have a conversation for you guys prepared for next year before the end of the year. We're almost there, but Merry Christmas. I wish you and your family an amazing day full of love and joy and happiness. Hug your loved ones, get in tune with them, have real conversations. Don't talk about the same stuff all the time that surface, that doesn't have any sort of meaningful magic. Be the magic for your family by connecting with them from your heart, offering them something beautiful and letting them know how much you appreciate them. Tell them what you appreciate about them. I know you probably have a lot of stuff you don't appreciate about your family and loved ones, but acknowledge them for what you are grateful for. 1 or 2 things, and that's it. Not complicated at all. All right, guys, I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next